Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. So today I have the Trident AT by S.O.G. I would say S.O.G, but I believe they're trying to go by S.O.G or Studies and Observation Group. So whichever way you want to say it, it's the S.O.G. So I got this knife for my brother. He was checking this out at a Bass Pro Shop, and he liked the look of it and the feel of it. He did have some minor things I didn't like, but we'll get into it once we unbox this knife. Now, just really quick, I want to read off what this thing has, or the features. It's got the assisted open AT-XR lock. It's got cryogenically hardened steel, so Cryo D2, which I'm sure you guys know that. S.O.G likes to use that on the Terminus XR, which I have. Great knife, by the way. It's got a line cutter. It's ambidextrous design, and it has a glass breaker. So it's one of those emergency or rescue knives. It's pretty cool. The only thing I really don't like is that it does have an assisted feature on it, but again, this isn't going to go to me. It's going to go to my brother, and he is a fan of assisted knives. I'll be cutting the box open with my Koch Tools KTC2. Love this thing. Full review coming on this bad boy. But let's cut this box open. This knife is great. You can go back, forward. I just love this knife. But let's not focus too much on this one. Now we will slide this out. Hopefully there we go. It's a very long box from S.O.G. and I figured the knife would be deployed already. Now I'm looking for stickers. I'm not really seeing much. Real quick, just gonna dig through the box here. Really nothing. Come on, S.O.G, you gotta step it up. Stickers are where it's at least for me. Okay, so you have some instructions on how to adjust some things. The safety, how to open the blade since it is assisted, and then changing the pocket clip position. So that's pretty cool. Give you a little instruction there. So we got that. Now here is the blade itself. And this is a really neat knife. I haven't handled this yet, so this is the first for me. It's a very big knife. I'm curious to see the full length here. Just real quick measurements. Might as well since we have it out. We'll go right there. We're looking at 9 1/4, so that's a big boy knife right there. Let's see the blade length. We have, I'm going to go to the thumb studs here. 3 3/4. So good size blade there. Tonto style. They DLC coating. Really, really nice. It's got some really cool texturing as well on the, I want to say, yeah, glass reinforced nylon, but I could be wrong. The Cryo D2 steel, which we already know from the box. Now really quick, I just wanted to point out the issue that my brother was talking about. I considered not getting this for him, but I did find a good deal on it online, so I just picked it up. But the access lock buttons are plastic, and so are the thumb studs. But I figured I might be able to create something to replace both of these. So we'll see if S.O.G has anything to replace these, or if I can just get creative and kind of hook my brother up. So let's just see how the action is on this. I would drop shut it, but it is assisted, so we cannot do that. So let's give it a go. Wow, that has some thrust to it. It really really kind of jerks my hand a little bit, but once it goes out, it really launches and it hits hard here with these thumb studs. And it again surprises me that they chose plastic, which is a little unfortunate. I don't think that would make it more expensive, but who knows? I am not the CEO over there at S.O.G. However, I do like that these are red. It's just a really, really cool accent colors against that black. Honestly, any color against black is really nice, but let's see if this safety works. So I will engage it, and yeah, will not budge. So pulling, will not come out. So that's good that the safety works. So let's disengage it and see if it works. And there you go. Flies out. Now, it's a little unfortunate that you can't really use the axis lock to really deploy the blade. Again, one of the reasons why I'm not a fan of assisted, but it does make sense that this is assisted since it is a rescue knife. You want to get that blade out as fast as you can. And I do like the feature of the line cutter. So really, really quick access to that edge if you need to cut some string, some rope, or a seat belt. And then you do have your glass breaker, which is nice that it is on top of the blade. I believe S.O.G took some notes from Benchmade. I believe it was the bailout that had the glass breaker on bottom, and a lot of people didn't like it since they would reach for it in their pocket and the glass breaker would actually poke them in the hand. So I'm not sure if Benchmade fixed it. I believe they did, but S.O.G took notes and put it at the top, which works just the same as if it were on the bottom. So you can get a nice good hit with that glass breaker. So we have, I want to say that's aluminum for the back spacer there. I don't think it's plastic. It looks like aluminum. Got a very deep carry pocket clip, and it is reversible. So that is a nice feature. And this is ambidextrous. So the left-handed community is in luck with this blade. So that's always a nice feature. And again, I really, really like that texture. Not a fan of the GRN, but I do like that texture on there. Looks really, really good. Reminds me of the stippling on handguns. Kind of feels like it too. Very, very grippy. And I just noticed that these are basically laid on top of liners, so it is possible to customize it. So who knows, once my brother handles this a while, maybe I'll customize it for him later on down the road, but we'll see. Now let's see how sharp this thing is straight out of the box. Can't be giving my brother a dull knife. Oh wow, I barely even pushed. And I'm cutting just a little bit here, so very sharp. Oh yeah, I can cut through paper no problem. Let's see how sharp the tip is. Wow, okay, so S.O.G is giving you a very, very sharp knife straight out of the box. So that's always awesome. I'm not the greatest at cutting paper, but this makes it super easy. So you're getting something that's razor sharp. Let's see how the ergos are. Really, really good in hand. My medium to large size hands. I mean, you can get almost 2 extra fingers on there. So if you have larger, very large hands, I think you are good to go. And yeah, the thumb rests right on that jimping, so just really, really good ergos, and you can really bite down on that with your hand. Excellent ergos, I'd say. And the pocket clip is not an issue. I don't even feel it, so that's awesome. I'm going to check the see if there's any blade play. Yeah, there's just a little bit of blade play. I don't know why I'm trying to show you guys because you can't see that, but yeah, unfortunately there's a little bit of blade play, which is really weird. Side to side, but not up and down, so a little strange. I might have to tighten this a little bit, but that's too bad. You know what, let me try some. Since I have my T6 here, and yes, you heard that right, the pivot screw here is a T6, which is insanely small. The hardware is a T6, but yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen a T6 on a pivot screw, so Not looking so good from S.O.G. I'm just going to tighten this a little bit. See if we can get rid of that blade play. Wow, that was easy. That actually took care of it. There's no more blade play. Easy fix, but let's see if it functions. It is perfectly centered. I should have checked before I'm sure it wasn't centered, but still functions. And it actually feels a little bit different. So that's weird that it didn't come fully tightened down. And again, weird that it's T6. And I believe this blade is riding on bearings. I'm just going to check really quick. See if I can see the... Yes, it is riding on bearings. So very smooth. And since I have my scale, let's give it a quick weigh, see what we got here. Just out of curiosity, we are looking at 5.36. Let me just double check. 5.36 ounces. I think I need to get a new scale since this one is not doing that great of a job. That is how much this thing weighs. So there is the S.O.G Trident AT. I like it so far. Other than some of the minor plasticky stuff. Nothing I can't fix or look into to make a little bit better. But there it is. I will package this back up and give it to my brother. So I appreciate you guys watching. Really appreciate you guys' support. So thank you also for that. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and feel free to share these videos. And as always, I will see you on the next one.